Hello, everyone. How you doing today? All right. You ready to join me? Okay, hold on. We're going to go live to AMA. So, are you snug? Let's do it. So let's check out what's going on with TikTok. They're gonna do a live AMA just a second though. Just press Satori. So yeah, so here we're gonna be watching what's going on. Let's join the conversation. Okay. Let me see. I'm new here. Need clarity. I have no idea. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Super Crew. Super amazing. Polly, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna check out the AMA.
The AMA.
Okay.
But we're gonna ask questions up here, and then we'll unmute folks as everything goes.
Yeah. So, when they talk, they start hearing you too. So then you can also ask questions.
Okay.
You happy? Look at my B&B. It's increased it.
Yes.
Did you see when you go to the bottom? Did you see how much?
Right. Yeah, I'm back. There we go.
Oh, there we go. This is it. It's Tiki Admin. Whoever watching
It's a text. This is a text AMA, but you guys are up here, so we're going to be answering questions while it'll be I believe marketing and myself that we're going to ask there, so we're going to have multitask. But yeah, this is Rick hasn't heard all of you guys, all of your main points, things like that. So this will be pretty awesome.
That's Akila, one of the.
Yeah, we're really excited. I guess we'll be texting with Wario, right?
Yeah, whoever's coming in, yeah, of course. Try to get him on voice. It's pretty private, so yeah, he doesn't want to come on voice.
JC and anybody else who wants to ask questions, could you DM them, JM, to
if you don't mind.
J-Man and myself. And then if your question's cool, then we'll unmute you for
the moment.
Mm-hmm. Unimetric 1. Since it's so evil right now. So we can listen to this, and also we can what's called
Satoshi.
Satoshi back here. Because we can also you press the comment thing here, you be in that deal right here, see? Then you can join the voice chat right there. See that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna work back right now. Awesome. Tiki AMA. Here you go. So you see they even got it right here. So it's ready. So yeah, I'm promoting because we invest in them, we might as well promote them, right? Right, baby?
Yes.
Where's them evil people, baby? Look at the channel, and you know, I'm trying to do my best here.
Satoshi.
Look at that. Tokenomic, agree. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And just for those who think, who the hell do think we are here?
Show that.
Who you think the hell we are? We don't play. We do it for real.
Are they Akila, are they are the dads with you? Are they here? I see a lot.
Wario just messaged me and said that they are coming in.
Okay, because I know I'm coming up to voice, but if the dads can come in and chat with us, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flag down. Oh, there's Paul. I see him.
There we go.
Oh, there's a lot of people in here. Where's Paul? Is that White Moon?
This is the comment thing.
Okay, I'm gonna send you to you.
Yep, that's all right. Paul, hold on. There's a lot of people coming at the same time. Give me a second.
See, I'm live streaming the AMA.
Yeah, I see him in the list.
Oh, can you raise your hand, Paul? Oh, there you go. There we go. Paul, hey Paul, how are you, sir?
Hey man, how's it going? Can you hear me properly? I don't know if my laptop mic is good.
Yes, sir, I can.
Hey, you having fun after that, Michael? I'm streaming the AMA. Ain't that amazing?
And J-Man, can we unmute Jesus? And also Y2. They're both part of our team.
Right. Hey, Jesus, how are you, sir?
You picked a fight with the wrong guy.
I did not pick a fight with you, sir.
Not you, J-Man. I'm talking about Rick.
Oh. Well, let's keep this about Tiki for now. Who else is anybody else part of the group?
Do a run through.
Is that it? Y2 and Paul were the guys that I talked to before, right? You guys were here before?
Yeah, I don't believe we've spoken before, bro. Yeah,
Not Y2, okay. No,
It was Draco last
No,
time.
oh no, Paul's
They're both British.
Yeah, last time I
Yeah, they're both
Draco.
British, but you like to Draco.
How you guys doing?
Great,
Doing
great.
okay,
How are
man.
you? Great. How are you?
Awesome, man. Awesome. Now excited to help you guys out with this, man. I told you guys I had the utmost respect for you after, we found out what we found out when Viking Lord was here and how you guys helped him. So that was amazing.
Thank you, man. We're very glad to have you on board with us, man. Glad that you're a part of our team as well.
Oh, that's wonderful, man. So I think I'm gonna head over to the text chat, but I'll still be here with you guys. Rick probably has a few questions. He hasn't been exposed to your coin before. I kind of started to tell him what kind of transpired when Viking Lord was here and how that completely, utterly, because that's a big thing. Listen, it's a big thing for me. Once a coin goes bad the first time, I told you
Yeah.
that I was completely out.
It's very hard to recover.
Oh, dude, I am 100% out of that shit, dude. I mean, no matter what. But
Me too, man.
I thought so until you guys spoke, and that was a pretty honorable thing that you guys did, man. So you made me a fan, and I know you guys make Rick one too. So I'll let Rick chat here a little bit if you can.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Paul.
Yep, I'm right here.
Is he coming on his field?
Yeah, just taking down, writing some questions.
Oh, sure. Hey, so tell the group about your coin. Because there's some folks here that haven't been exposed to your coin either. We can start that way while Rick's trying to put some questions.
Sure. So yeah, Tiki is automatic BNB redistribution token, which means that you get paid around every hour. It depends on the volume, actually, because payments are changing payouts. But it should be like around every hour, and you're automatically paid. You can view your payments on the dashboard, and the payments come from transaction tax. So basically, it's a BNB reflection coin, but it also doesn't have mechanisms like other BNB reflection coins, where if you don't claim in time, you lose your share of the pot, because other coins have a shared pot. So basically, the other coins have a recipe for bots to win. Whatever you're allocated in terms of your BNB redistribution reward, you're allocated forever. So you're automatically given your percentage of the BNB reward, and you don't have to worry about losing it to other people who claimed before you and all that. So our Solidity developer came up with this idea because, and then when we were discussing it, we were like, why hasn't it been done before? And it seems like a lot of people want it. It's been asked for a lot, but it's never been done before properly by any other coin. And we figured out that, okay, it's quite difficult to implement. And the way we did it was we basically chain payouts to transactions, buy and sell transactions. And it scans the array of pending payouts to see if there's anybody that hasn't been paid within an hour. And then it basically changed those. Right now, per transaction is about 10 payouts, I believe. That's the rate that we're going at. But yeah, it was a technical challenge. But and the first time over, our first coin had a problem because our audit didn't catch the bug. So we got a better audit the second time over. We paid back all our. We're in the process of paying back all our initial investors. We airdropped them our second token. And we're a lot better off now. Our relaunch, usually relaunches don't work with coins, but thankfully we worked our asses off to try and make it right. And we relaunched with a better audit, and everything worked smoothly. And here we are 5 days later, with a pretty big market cap, huge community, and it's going great so far.
Did you name this coin Tiki based off of Elon Musk's tweet?
Sorry, you cut off at the beginning. What'd you say about Elon Musk tweet?
Sorry, did you name this coin based off of Elon Musk's tweet on June 7th?
No. So our initial name was Maui, named after the Maui statues on Easter Island. Just because one of the emotes in chat looked like an ape for Maui, and we were like, what? And then when we were relaunching, we decided we wanna get our like evolution name going. So Tiki's like a statue thing. So we named it Tiki because like Tiki token is alliteration and it sounds nice, rolls off the tongue nice. But then right after the first day, right after we launched, Elon Musk tweeted about the Tiki thing. So it was a coincidence. But then we were like, okay, we gotta rate this tweet. But it was difficult. It's very difficult to get high up in the comments. But yeah, it was a coincidence, but it was funny when it happened. Yeah.
How many people are on your entire development team, development, marketing, and any moderators, everything?
So we have about 30 in our admin and mod chat. Most of them are community moderators, just because we decided that like as long as we've had people, we need more and more people from different time zones to monitor the chat, because we saw it was getting out of control. But development wise, we have one main Solidity developer, one Solidity developer that helps with strategy and a few other things. We have 2 front-end developers, including myself, and then we have three main marketing people. Wario shares all 3 of those accounts, and yeah, and then we have a bunch of heads, I guess, who deal with marketing and leading the mod team. So we have a pretty expensive team at the moment.
The BNB redistribution model, do you think that's going to be sustainable? Like how much research study have you done on that? Like right now I see that it's real use cases to redistribute wealth.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's same. It's effectively the same model as most SafeMoon clones, except that it redistributes in BNB rather than in the native token. And that does put some downward pressure on the price because obviously you're selling the native token for BNB. And we've been working on solutions to remedy that. And there's actually a couple announcements coming today in terms of basically incentives to make sure that the downward pressure on the price is counteracted over time. If we don't manage to do that, then obviously there's going to be perpetual downward pressure on the price. The only way that this can be sustainable is by the market that we tap into, and that's going to keep happening. Obviously, we're going to keep broadening our reach, hopefully getting to more normal people's and simultaneously have to do an internal sort of price pressure incentive type of thing to make sure that we're not only growing because other people are coming in. So yeah, we need to figure out how to do that. We have a bunch of ideas to implement that don't require changing the contract or anything like that. They require external additions, like feature additions, which we can do without changing the contract, without upgrading the dividend contract or anything. And those are relatively safe. We were thinking about a buyback whale, something like Everrise's system, but Everrise's system turned out to be a kind of a flop, and people were front running it, and it was kind of not too great. So we're trying to figure out the best, most optimal way to make sure that we have positive price pressure over time and it becomes sustainable.
Because you're remodeling the SafeMoon token, or what I just heard you said you've remodeled that, or that idea, you expect to see many SafeMoon whales come in. I've been hearing talk about people that are talking more and more about SafeMoon whales and watching their wallets. I wonder if you're seeing that already. Actually.
Yeah, so yesterday we had we've had a bunch of SafeMoon whales in the last few days. Yesterday specifically, when one of our third biggest whale got out, with all of his holdings. And then right after that dip, a Safe Moon whale sold all his Safe Moon. I think it was 70 or 80K worth, and he bought Tiki with that. So it was like a 70, 80K transaction. And then we had a bunch of, I think our third biggest holder was a Safe Moon whale. I'm not 100%. But actually, I looked into our third biggest holder's account, meaning I put it into the dashboard, and it shows that he got an airdrop, meaning he was one of our biggest loss holders from Maui. And he came on board with us on Tiki, and he basically bought up as much as he could. And yeah, he now has a ton. But yeah, our whales are slowly diminishing. There was another whale I got out with 5 million. So that's a good thing. And yeah, new Safe Moon whales coming in is always a good thing as well. We're getting a couple per day.
What's their market reflection like when they do come in and out? Are they like, is it moving safely on the wire? I guess would be the question. Are you satisfied with what you're seeing when they go in and out? That they're not just doing what I guess what lots of us call coin wrecking or token wrecking. They're not destroying the price, right? Is that what you're seeing?
The third biggest whale, 10x, and he got out. So congratulations to him. But I mean, we got a lot of redistribution from that. But that specific sell was kind of, yeah, it was kind of reckless. He sold all 9 million at once, but I mean, we recovered pretty nicely. Swing trading, if you're referring to just like flipping, basically like, oh, they make it 2x and then they get out. We have a 33% tax if you do it both ways. And that tax discourages, I guess, swing traders and people who are just price manipulating or whatever, like to manipulate the price downwards, for example, to buy back or to basically try to start a bull run. You have to change the price 32% to break even, which is kind of very difficult to do. So we hope that prevents them, but we also have other part of our positive price action plan includes our incentives to. Okay, so there's a two-pronged approach to making sure that the market cap keeps growing. Obviously, disincentivizing sells and incentivizing buys, and doing those two things together will ensure the long-term growth of a coin. And we're working on the disincentivizing sells part, and also anti-dumping, obviously, which makes up part of that. Yeah.
Okay, so far what I get is that this is going to force people to hold because the reward is hourly. Is that what I got? At first I thought it was daily reward, but it's hourly. It comes back to your wallet.
Yeah, hourly, it's automatically distributed to your wallet, pending transaction volume. So usually at nights in North America, it's a little bit more than an hour, but usually it's about an hour. And there's a timer on the website that shows how long is left until you enter the processing queue. And that timer switches to a percentage right when the hour is up. And that percentage goes by pretty quick when transaction volume is high. And you just, once it reaches 100%, you're automatically paid out. So yeah, people continue to hold because they see that like every hour. We're also trying to. We also had a thought. This is obviously pending our incentives, incentive features. But basically, we had a thought of making sellers forfeit their rewards. But we speculated about there's other things. Basically, you could vest rewards on the rolling 24-hour period and then make sellers forfeit their rewards if they sell. That would reduce selling pressure. There's a bunch of things we've been considering. We're not 100% sure on what to implement, what would be the safest thing to implement. But before we implement anything, we're going to get an audit again of the implementation, just because we want to make sure it's as safe as possible. But yeah, currently it's just every 1 hour everybody gets paid. It's pretty simple.
Also, the first time this has ever been seen on the Binance Smart Chain network for you to not have to claim and for it to automatically be sent, as if I'm just sending money to you just as a transaction. So you can go to sleep. I mean, that's what everyone's been doing, waking up, and with so much volume, they've got BNB in their account.
I believe well that left did not leave the token because of disapproval. They left because they saw a bigger market move happening and they were chasing that. So, and I looked at price reflection, didn't really do much according to the numbers. Looks like you might have this one down. So if this keeps going, what are you guys looking at for a marketing model? Like,
So
are
I
we
don't
just
really
going to see the same old billboards and influencers, or is there something more interesting? Like I like your logo, I like your artwork. Now it just has to have good execution.
Yeah. So this is a question regarding marketing, right?
Yes, sir.
Currently have
Okay.
4chan ads running up all over all day, and we are trending in 4chan biz for the last 3 days. The top. So we're trying to capture the niche market, not only the influencers in Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah. So
It's just 4chan ads, or is there more?
no. That's
a really good start. That's
literally
that's
just
the answer I've heard in like 6 weeks. So let's keep going.
All right, so we've got 4chan ads, high budget. We've contacted Twitch for advertisement and partnerships. We've got PooCoin advertisement running. We're only increasing the budget. We've got international communities, Chinese, German, Turkish, French, and they're just growing itself. The Chinese Telegram itself is 2,000 members. They've got a WeChat community. So we're growing in the Asian communities. We're trying to go for every continent and hit them the best way through advertisement. Not just ads. Ads is just a small part. We've got many influencers. I mean, we have clients that we can go up to Vin Diesel. I mean, we can get anyone really with the marketing budget we have, and we're just trying to think the best way to spend it. And we haven't been shy to spend it. We've been rolling out non-stop influencers, giveaways, tweets, contests. We've grown our Twitter account from 100 followers brand new in a few days to over 5,500. Should be even way more than that. Yeah, it's growing at an incredible speed. All our socials are growing at an incredible speed, and everyone's just seeing that this is a concept, first time ever seen. So, and when they see the rewards that they're making, I mean, it's a token that once you have it and once you see the effect of it, it's hard to let go. So that in turn guarantees our growth. Yeah. So our marketing, I mean, it's just started. What we're doing is just very effective marketing. We're trying to grow our marketing in every country. We have marketing leaders, and then we have people underneath them that are sub-coordinating the marketing. So yeah, it's around the clock, 24/7. We're trying to capture every market at all times. So it's not like we've just got predominantly European holders, and at this time zone, we mainly see the most volume. I mean, you do see volumes at sometimes more than others, but yeah, we're trying to catch volumes at every time, if you understand what I'm saying, because we make money off volume and we make money off, obviously, the market cap, so your original investment. So there's two types of ways that we can benefit with Tiki, and yeah, it's quite incredible.
And I just wanted to add, we're also working with a hip hop artist from the UK, and he's crafting the Tiki anthem as we speak. So we'll be dropping that video later this week.
That's great. Also, we've paid over $3 million to our holders so far. You can see that on our dashboard at tikitoken.app. Basically shows how much BNB has been paid total to all holders so far. And currently it's over $3 million.
It seems that Warrior keeps on getting mass reported and banned. So Warrior version 3 is on the way. If you had any other questions currently, regarding us, I mean, we can answer them as we wait for him. and Paul can take over that text. Thanks.
I'm answering the chat question, and then we'll invite Orio's other account.
Rick just told me he had to pop out and to leave the floor. So Paul, when you had a minute, I was wondering if you could talk about the dashboard and the features and how investor friendly it is and how interactive it is.
Yeah, so yeah, our dashboard is really your ability to see what's happening with respect to the tokenomics and your own account. So our dashboard allows you to see your projected earnings based on our average daily volume, your earnings through the past ever since you bought in at first, and then also it allows you to show you your pending payouts, basically how much you've accumulated within the hour, and your total payouts over time. And yeah, our dashboard is continually being upgraded to add new features. We have a new feature coming actually or today or tomorrow. I won't spoil it, but basically it's going to be a way for our holders to be fully informed at all times about what's happening with their investment and what new perks they have as holders, what holder incentives are being included. So yeah, our dashboard is and we spent a lot of time designing it and trying to make it as appealing as possible for everyone and easy to use. And yeah, it's a great tool.
Gabriel, put silent on your side. We're doing an AMA.
So yeah, our dashboard is at tikitoken.app. It's separate from our main site, which is tikitoken.finance. But tikitoken.finance links to the dashboard. And yeah, we're going to add trackers for the biggest. Also, we have a tracking function coming to track all the payout transactions that you've had in the past. You can see all the, you can look at BSC scan and check out all your transactions and verify that all the payouts have been given to you. Yeah, there's also an information section that kind of briefly describes how the system works. Brief technical detail if you're interested.
Paul, can you also comment on our tokenomics a little bit and how our token supply is a little bit different than those SafeMoon fork tokens?
Yeah, so
we chose $1 billion tokens.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Baitu.
No. I was telling you to explain why we chose.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the reason we chose 1 billion tokens rather than some 1 quadrillion or some absurdly large number is because it's more manageable. I mean, what are you going to do with those extra zeros, honestly? With this, it's much more manageable. You can see kind of exactly how much you own, and you don't need to keep guessing. You don't need to keep counting the zeros. I know I do. I have to like break down the zeros to try to figure out how much I actually own. With this, it's like pretty easy to see. I don't think the SafeMoon forks are kind of a gimmick. The quadrillion supply to make you feel like you own more, but you actually don't because it's a percentage of supply that matters. So I mean, we kind of don't want to insult the intelligence of our investors like the majority of other SafeMoon folks do. You want to be fully transparent. Okay, this is how much you own.
Yeah. And, pricing wise, we don't want to have like seven zeros at the front.
Yeah.
9 zeros, and we done it so we can actually go the dollar. I mean, just $1 billion market cap for us at $1, and then.
Yeah, if we reach $1 billion market cap, that's $1. It's very simple. We're at 3 cents right now or something. And okay, so the other thing is our tax rates were designed to kind of disincentivize selling, of course. So we have a 10% buy tax, which the full 10% plus 5% liquidity, the full 10% goes to the BNB redistribution, which is why our buy you see within the first 2 hours or so, you'll get an insane amount of redistribution. The volume's high, of course. And then we have an even greater tax on cells, and so basically the cell tax is 12 and 6. So 12% goes straight to the BNB pot, and 6% goes to liquidity. So it's 3% higher in total than the buy tax. And that's disincentivized selling, one, and two, the sellers give a lot more BNB to the pot when they do sell. So when you see a period of heavy selling, you're actually getting many more reflections in BNB than you do when there's a period of heavy buying, which is also to incentivize holding and kind of keep the market cap going even through periods of sells, because our holders get rewarded in periods of sells. So that was kind of one of our design philosophies. And we're also going to continue to implement further incentives, disincentives for selling and incentives for buying and holding.
Paul, can you also comment on why this has never been done before and like the complexity of the code?
Yeah, so the code itself was very difficult to make because, okay, so the way most SafeMoon clones work is that they fork SafeMoon, they change it, the devs of these coins, they basically change a couple variables like the name, the supply maybe, and the tax rate. That's usually all they change, and then they just they basically deploy the contract. And since SafeMoon's original contract was audited, those are relatively safe with respect to technicals, but also they renounce ownership, so you can't change, you can't upgrade features or anything like that. You can't move with the times, and the coins usually just die because the term community driven is thrown around a lot, which is just another term for basically a stagnant coin. Like it just another SafeMoon fork that has the same tokenomics, the same thing that we've seen a billion times before. So with this coin, our Slate developer coded it almost entirely from scratch. And this is not usually done on the BSC. It's a very unique thing to happen because obviously it's very difficult to code a system that works with thousands of people involved and just works flawlessly. And so obviously you're smart, but it also takes a lot of effort to build a project from scratch like this. And that's also why there hasn't been an automatic BNB redistribution coin in the past. And also, in addition to that, to make a clone of us, relatively difficult if you're not a developer yourself, because you have to take into account there's multiple contracts interacting with each other here. It's not just a single contract that you can just fork and change a couple variables. There's a bunch of stuff you have to account for. So yeah, so our contract is definitely very complex, but also, I mean, it does a new thing, and you need somebody smart to custom code that if you want to innovate in the space, basically.
Yeah, this is not your average fork or contract and let's hype it up project. Everything's been carefully planned, executed for the long-term growth of this. I mean, we've got very big plans for this project, and we're not going to stop pushing it until we get there. So, yeah, we have the best system in place right now, currently, and we have the capability to keep on improving it. Right, Paul?
Yeah. So what we do have is the ability to upgrade our dividend contract with the permission of the community. And basically what that means is that we can, over time, we can create the best incentive structure possible. Just to clarify, we have no ability, this is what you should look for in any token basically. We have no ability to access the mint function, so we can't inflate the supply, and we have no ability to blacklist addresses from transfers. And those two things are the most important things if you were looking for security in a project. and we have no ability to do those things. But we do have the ability to basically change the dividend structure, which is kind of a non-malicious access that we have contract over time, so that our project doesn't fall behind with respect to the technology, and we basically stagnate. So we left the functionality in so that we can actively improve the project over time and compete with new technologies coming out, obviously. And because we actually have a very long-term plan for this coin. We don't want to just let it be with sort of a stagnant base of technology, and then just let it die out like all the other coins that have come before us. We want to make sure that we're able to continue into the future and improve incentives and basically grow the market cap. And our eventual goal is to obviously hit $1 billion market cap and overtake the biggest coins out there.
So Paul, right now on our socials, everyone is sharing screenshots of their total BNB paid out to all of the holders and their individual investments. Can you talk about like the average BNB amount that people are getting back in their wallets every day?
Yeah, so the average amount that people are getting back is relatively high relative to almost any other coin that you can think of, just because of, first, our volume has been so high since our interest in our coin has been so high, and secondly, we have a very big portion of the tax allocated towards the BNB pot. So a lot of people are realizing how much they're getting paid out of our BNB pot. Now, to figure out how much you would get paid, you can go into the dashboard and you can put in your address, and you'll be able to see based on $10 million of daily trading volume, which has been our average for the last 4 days, how much you get paid per day, per week, per month, per year. And this is if it continues at the current rate. If we grow faster, it will only increase from here, obviously. And the estimates are based on a fixed 10 million. And that's relatively conservative relative to our average daily volume so far, projecting out into the future. So yeah, our payouts are huge compared to almost any exists. And yeah, you're able to see it once you own Tiki on our dashboard through entering your address.
So can you give an example of, like, for example, as I'm reading the dashboard, I believe 1 million Tiki tokens is earning about 3.5 BNB a day. Is that correct?
Yeah, that would be correct. Actually, do you have Akila? Do you have the actual math on the million tokens? I haven't memorized it.
I'm just looking at my own dashboard and did the math that way.
Okay. So do you want to let them know what the daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly earnings are projected with respect to projected volume?
Yeah. So as Paul mentioned, right now our trading volume is an average of $10 million for the 24-hour period. So if you're looking to invest and collect about 1 million tokens, that is roughly 3.5 BNB you're collecting daily. And that translates to around 25 BNB per week, over 100 BNB per month. And, you know, that means over the year, that would be 1,376 BNB. So the payout is extremely, extremely high.
Yeah. And obviously, some of you might be thinking this is too good to be true. So the way it works is it's pending volume, right? So the volume must remain constant or increase over time in order to achieve these numbers. And given our track record so far, we've had explosive growth and explosive interest from other coins in the ecosystem, from people who are holding other coins in the ecosystem. We're capturing market share very fast. So I do expect our volume to stay the same or increase, most likely increase over the next coming weeks. So I believe the numbers actually will be met. Now, for example, yesterday we had a bunch of, like I said, we had Safe Moon whales jump ship for Safe Moon for our coin. Some of these Safe Moon whales were saying in the chat that this is the next Safe Moon. And then we had, and unironically, every single coin says that, but this one actually has a very unique value proposition that other coins don't really have. And then there was a bunch of other people from various other communities. We won't say their names, but basically mods of their communities, other BNB distribution coin mods were coming to our chat and saying that like, wow, about Tiki and all this kind of stuff. So a lot of people from all these other coins are jumping ship and coming to us because obviously we have a unique system that actually works and you can see it in real time. When you buy a coin, you can see within a couple hours, you see your first payment.
You have to go on a website, connect your wallet to a website, your MetaMask.
You don't need to connect your wallet. Okay, this is another thing.
You can dashboard, you just put your wallet address.
You put your wallet address, that's it. So we're not, so the connection of wallet to see your payouts and all this kind of stuff, it can be a security risk. So we're not making, for the reinvest feature, we will, but that's only if you click the reinvest button. But for this, to see your payouts and all the information about your earnings and all of that, you can just paste your address. You don't need to connect your wallet.
I'm not sure if Rick is back yet, if he had wanted to continue with his questions or not.
Oh, I'm FOMOing right now.
All right.
I'm aping it. Wait, I used the wrong word. I'm aping right now.
So, yes, you said you were handling all the recovery programs. So, how are you exactly planning on rolling out the recovery program, for the losses that happened on Y, sadly? Because we all know what happened on Y. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So basically what we've done is we had a gift airdrop for our loss holders of Maui, which was equivalent to 5% of the supply of Tiki was airdropped in proportion to people's losses on Maui. We basically kept a database of all the loss holders and their total losses, and we airdropped 5% of Tiki supply with proportion to their losses.
Amazing.
And that was just reimburse them. But with respect to the market, cap right now, the 5% that we gave to everybody has almost fully reimbursed them. And that was just meant to be a gift. It wasn't meant to be a reimbursement, but they basically gotten reimbursed through just airdrop. But in addition to the airdrop, we're giving them 100% of their BNB that they earned through, that they lost through Maui, back through a 0.1% drip on liquidity on Tiki, which is currently building. It's called Recovery Protocol. All loss holders have been sent a token. It's called Recovery Protocol, and it allocates their share of the loss holder dividend, which is being dripped as we speak. And the claim function will be implemented in our dashboard in the next day or two. But the accumulation of the actual reimbursement is already occurring. So within the next maybe a few days or a week or 2 weeks or so, 100% of all losses in Maui will be recovered in BNB. But basically, all our loss holders will be in profit because of the fact that the airdrop that they got is worth so much more now. So basically, everybody will be made whole. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I've never seen that before personally. Something like this happen where so much effort, a whole protocol is made just for the recovery program. I mean, just explain to them how much hours, how many developers, how much the team had to put in just to recover everyone's losses. Sorry, bro. I think I lost you.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. Y2. Could you repeat what you said?
Yeah, well, I said I've never seen a project go through so much, put so much man hours in, so many developers.
Yeah.
Just
so
making
when
it
the
problem
happened, we kind of got really great idea. We had like we knew it was a great idea because there was so much demand for it. And we were really upset that the small typo in the code caused the bug, and the audit company that we signed, unfortunately. So we made sure. So I stayed up personally the day that it happened. I think I stayed up 40 hours building with the facility developer plans on how to proceed and how to launch V2. And yeah, I remember after that I crashed, and it was the deepest sleep I ever had. But basically, we finished our plans to relaunch and to basically compensate all the loss holders. And yeah, we ended up getting one of the best audits that we could possibly get in the space, which is by Hashrex. So they're better than almost every company that you can name. There are also some fake audits that companies that exist, and we stay well away from those, which a lot of the SafeMoon forks get those audits just to claim that they got an audit. But Hashrex is actually a very highly technical company. They actually gave us technical feedback on our code, and we implemented their suggestions. And yeah, now our code is 100% safe, thankfully. And yeah, we can proceed with no doubts or anything like that, which is quite nice. And I'm really glad that Maui actually happened, even though it was a terrible thing, because we ended up getting a very, very thorough audit. And long term now, our code is very secure. And that was probably the best thing that could have happened to us. It was unfortunate, but I mean, it was something that made us improve over time.
Amazing.
I mean, so I have a few questions here again for you guys.
Go ahead.
This one, first one's pretty easy actually. Is there any plans to have rewards in Tiki, or is it always just going to be rewards in BNB?
So it's going to always be rewards in BNB, and we don't have the ability. Actually, we could potentially give rewards in Tiki, but the thing is, the Tiki supply is pretty constricted, and we have a minimum amount that you need to buy in order to receive dividends, which is 10K. So we're trying not to basically eat into that as much as we can avoid it. So we're not burning tokens or anything like that, because our price is going up so fast that we don't want to make it way too expensive to participate.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a revolution. I mean, people are earning BNB just by holding. I mean, that's not unheard of, but just by sitting down, not having to claim, not having to do a single thing, and just having BNB sent to your wallet. I mean, the first time you see it happen, it's an amazing feeling. Everyone that invests goes through this feeling.
Oh, also to address Rick's point further, so we also will have a reinvest function that Wario mentioned in the chat. Basically, when the market cap, when there's sort of a period of consolidation or downward pressure, we will be reducing. There's a way to basically have a product whitelisted and reduce tax on that contract. So basically, people can interact with the contract and buy back via their dividends amount of tokens that they want for reduced tax. So that kind of works as a Tiki reflection, meaning you buy back with the BNB that you've earned from the protocol, you buy Tiki back. So basically, you can get more Tiki for cheaper with like a double prong thing. So basically, the price is lower and the tax is lower, and you can buy Tiki back with the amount that you've earned in BNB. So it's kind of like a Tiki reflection, but it's better because you're not just getting it constantly reflected. You can actually time it with the BNB that you earn, time it so that you get an opportune investment opportunity when the price is pulling back a little bit, and that also incentivizes market cap growth.
So the dividends are a different incentive as well.
So yeah, there's the discounted reinvestment via your BNB dividends is going to be a second incentive. Yeah.
And you just need to hold 10,000 Tiki for that. Is that correct?
Yeah, 10,000 Tiki to receive dividends in BNB, and then also obviously to reinvest your dividends, you need to. We're going to be checking so that people can't just. Well, we're not 100% sure, but we want to make sure that people can't just buy at reduced tax rates off the bat. We want to make sure that they've actually reinvested their dividends into the reduced tax rate, because otherwise, then that reduces the pot for everybody.
Okay, so but everybody still gets a reward if they hold less.
Sorry, we just got 116K by.
Okay, so but people still get rewards if they're holding less than 10K Tiki, right?
Yeah, so if they're holding less than 10K Tiki, you don't get a BNB dividend. You need to hold at least 10K at the moment. We're thinking of changing it because it's getting expensive. So.
Okay, and so that was going to be my question. Actually, was with.
So then, what is the dividend different than the reward then? just for clarity?
Sorry, Rick, could you repeat that?
Is the dividend and the reward different for clarity?
So the dividend is the same as the reward, but there is a new feature being implemented where you can reinvest your dividends at a cheaper rate during a downturn, for example. But yes, the dividend reward is the same thing. It's just averages out to 11%. Basically, of every transaction is put into the dividend pot and split over all the holders.
Does anybody else want to ask a question on this really quick?
Yeah, I had a
I'm
question.
still not, this isn't clear. So yeah, go ahead.
So right now I understand it's 10K is the minimum amount in order to get these rewards. And you talked about possibly putting it down lower. What kind of market cap were you thinking if you were to go lower?
So you mean at what market cap would we consider going lower?
Yeah, maybe to like 5,000 Tiki.
Yeah, so we were thinking perhaps once we approach 50, maybe we should probably drop it, just because it enables more participation from other people. We'd also want to change our payout structure, because the way payouts work right now is that payouts are chained to transactions, and basically people are paid out in a cycle according to the transactions that occur. And if we have way too many dividend holders, right, people with above the minimum threshold, currently it's 10K, then the payouts will take a hit in terms of the time that it takes to process them. So we're gonna have to design the new structure, and then also lower the amount. And that's in the works if the market cap gets too high, perhaps around 50.
Okay, I appreciate that answer.
Because obviously we want to make sure everybody can participate. But yeah.
I have a marketing question here again. So I do a lot of marketing, lots of it. You guys have a really nice logo, and you already have an animated effect. Most people don't look at advertising for more than 0.7 of a second. It depends on if there's audio or not. But we'll just go over the 3-second ad metrics. Now, your logo animates for a little bit. I'm wondering, is there going to be a little bit of an ad behind it? Is there ads planned for behind this? Because just simply in this type of a market where people are looking for this little small thing to share, it can be so much as just a small ad that has a bit of words after it. I believe you have the potential here to do something pretty cool, because your ad's neat. It has this likeness to it, I think, that we all can relate to. Not sure why. I want to ask a bit more about the logo, but let's go over that. That if the 3-second ad and an 8-second ad is being planned, and if you're actually doing really good market depth research on that.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you totally. I believe marketing is probably just as important as the development side. Advertisements, people don't spend as much time looking at them. If you look at the actual statistics for ads, I mean, how many thousands of impressions you get compared to how many clicks do you get, right? Compared to like face-to-face advertisement, if you're working with a marketing firm, and the success rate that they can show you. So we're looking at multiple approaches. We're trying to think outside the box. I mean, so some of the members of the team have been in other projects that they've pushed it to very high amounts. I don't want to say names, I don't want to say amounts, because then I'll be kind of like doxing them. But
it sometimes is just these questions, and they create awareness for teams, and they respond to this, right?
Yeah, 100%. So we're taking all of their ideas, everything they've implemented, looking at all the best projects that have, not just, I'm talking 100 million projects, 200. We're looking at the best projects, what they've accomplished, how they've accomplished it. We're trying to implement that, but we're trying to do more. I mean, one thing that we're doing very good on is expanding our international communities. I mean, our Chinese community is exploding, and we have the whole Chinese community shilling for us and rooting for us. I mean, you don't really see that in projects. If you see the level of how hard they're shilling for us, I mean, it's quite amazing. If you see the German community, the Turkish community, the French community, and they're just building, and we're trying to build it even more. So they're all bringing us influences within their countries. So yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, one of our mods yesterday was like, yeah, I can get a bunch of 10 Taiwan influencers, medium-sized Taiwanese influencers. And basically, we're trying to, first of all, expand our global reach, of course, because, I mean, there's a huge market out there that's other than North America and the UK, which we need to tap into. And thankfully, we have a lot of different mods from different cultures that can handle those communities with us. Also, yesterday, I was seeing a lot of discussion in our marketing and moderation chat about different big projects that we're trying to. The thing is, they've made it, and we're trying to basically emulate some of their strategies and try to use the techniques that they use to hack our growth. And we're going to be learning from the big ones that have come before us in order to basically grow ourselves to those heights. And we're not I guess we're not arrogant enough to think that we should be blazing our own trail completely. Like, we should be learning from what came before us and try to emulate.
Also, the amazing thing is our marketing wallet. So, I mean, we have money to spend on marketing, and that's what we're doing. But we don't need to sell any tokens. I mean, think about it. The reflections that we're getting on our marketing wallet. I mean, it's amazing. We're able to pay for so much marketing to make us so much bigger, and unfathomable. Unfathomable.
And it can be just as simple as an effective 3-second ad. I think it really can.
100%. It's just more reach. Yeah, being out there in more places, more people seeing it. 100%.
Y2, can you write that 3-second ad idea down for the marketing team?
I'm taking notes. There's actually like a huge amount of info on it on the Facebook marketing. If you go through their business, it talks all about that stuff. Days of reading there. I've read it like 4 times. Working it. So,
what about YouTube influencers like BitBoy Crypto with 1 million subscribers?
you're on the dev team, Dustin?
No, gosh, no. I'm just owner of Tiki.
I just, to answer that question, I have to DM the dev team. I don't and publicly explain how to advertise that way. They can do what they like.
By the way, sorry for the interruption, guys. Chart is super FOMO. Apparently, there was a $116,000 buy, and then a couple of 25 BNB buys. So Chart is like massive FOMO, big candle.
Hey, Jay, man, real quick, because you're here.
That's great.
Are you here to do a Q&A with these guys for an hour after the text AMA closes? Are you good to do that?
Wait. I'm sorry. I was laughing over here. What was that again? What'd you say?
Are you good to do a Q&A with these guys right after the text AMA closes?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just typing away here. That's why I'm kind of quiet.
I'm gonna ask them also.
I don't know if you guys have been noticing the text. It kind of disrupted Wario's train of thought when I was asking him questions, and he was like, "Holy shit, look at this buy!" I'm like, "Whoa!" Then I was like, "Whoa!"
I looked into that buy, and the guy sold 116K of a different token right before this place.
So are you guys good to stay around here for a more open Q&A?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to start actually opening those questions because there's people who put your hand up if you have a question.
I had a quick question, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you guys plan on doing any type of lottery system?
We had this discussion with the strategy team a couple of days ago, and we were thinking we had multiple ideas for a lottery system, but a lot of them led to a sort of a quandary where people wouldn't buy until the lottery entry day was or the time was active, and basically that would negatively impact price action. And our whole thing is to positively impact price action over time. So we had a huge discussion with, I think, 20 mods in the voice chat. We were all like bouncing ideas back and forth on how to implement this properly, how to make sure that all the incentives align. So we most likely will. We have a bunch of ideas that are relatively viable, and we will implement something like this most likely. But we need to make sure that all the incentives align, and announcements for this will come pretty soon. But yeah, we've been
very cool. I'm glad that it was even a discussion amongst the team.
So there's going to probably be a swarm of questions coming. My last question was, what inspired the logo?
It was just again, like we started with Maui like an ape, and our head marketer was like, okay, this is perfect for the space, 10% BNB, everybody's gonna love it, everybody's gonna ape in. So we named it Maui, and then basically after the bug happened, we wanted to kind of evolve and start fresh. So Tiki was the best next step. It was easy to say, Tiki token, and then also it's like a statue, but not the Maui statues in the Easter Island. It's a Tiki statue, right? So it kind of made perfect sense, and then came from one of our logo design, or one of our art people on our team who's really good with design. So that's basically how it came to be.
It's brilliant.
Thanks, man.
You guys mind if I?
One thing I wanted to say. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
You're gonna get.
Yeah, I didn't really want to ask a question. I just want to say congrats, guys. I mean, I was kind of here right after. I was unfortunate I didn't get a pre-sale, but I kind of aped in right away, man. And this is absolutely. If anybody here is listening and they're kind of unsure, man, honestly, this is unbelievable. I think it's breaking crypto, breaking shit coins. That's for sure. And I know you guys have been in this AMA here, but just to give you guys a heads up, we just had a $386 BNB buy. So that shows that's pretty crazy. So congrats again, guys.
Yeah, thanks. So I also didn't get in the pre-sale because I was working on the dashboard to basically we had a custom pre-sale dashboard. Yeah, I got in after on PancakeSwap, and I'm the developer, so I mean no worries, man. Like it is what it is, and the thing is, like, the market cap's grown so much that everybody's made profit, so it's okay. But yeah, thank you.
If you bought it before the AMA, you have a profit. Right now, there's another 35 BNB buy, guys. There you go.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, to say about the marketing wallet. So this is another thing that I wanted to emphasize. Most teams that have marketing wallets that receive reflections in their native token, they have to, if they want to, for example, pull a big marketing stunt or partner with a big influencer or something like that, they have to sell a bunch of their reflection tokens and tank the price before they can pay the influencer, right? With us, since it's a constant drip in BNB, we don't have to touch the 5% of marketing tokens. And if you look, there hasn't been a single token touched. And those tokens are just generating BNB, which are then used to fund our marketing. And it's basically you don't have to touch the price in order to spend on marketing, which is another thing we thought of at the beginning with the allocation to the marketing wall, and that's why it exists. So yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go.
Right.
I'm gonna go back here. Are we
First
good?
of all, amazing project, perfect tokenomics. I love the highest possible percentage of BNB going into it. No other project has ever tried this, and I think this is going to be very sustainable. The question is, since the trading volume is something that is very important to this project, I was wondering why was Paul more focused on penalizing the sellers further by the BNB rewards of 24 hours to be taken away. It might discourage the trading and might affect it, and it might have a side effect consequences.
Yes, so we actually do need sellers in order to fuel the BNB reward pool, obviously, but also market cap. So there's a two-pronged thing, right? The BNB rewards and the market cap growth. So you want to be appreciating from both angles. You want to be getting high rewards and also getting appreciation of your tokens. So this concern is exactly the concern that was brought up when I mentioned, so basically the 24-hour vesting idea, I mentioned it to our strategy team, and our strategy team came back to me with, okay, there's a problem that this could cause in terms of completely destroying seller pressure, which is a good thing for market cap, but it's the BNB rewards, right? And so I said, okay, so this is why we haven't implemented it. We haven't begun implementing it yet. We will actually make sure to adjust it so that there's an even split between, like, not disincentivizing sellers so much that there's no rewards left, but also not incentivizing sellers so much that the market cap doesn't grow. We want to make sure both happen at the same time, so you're getting a bunch of rewards and the market cap is growing at the same time. So yeah, we're trying to figure out the best equilibrium there. So yeah, that was a very good point.
Thank you.
Nice. Anyway, anybody else have any questions? Oh, we do have a few here. Oh my God, hold on. I don't know who's first, but here we go. Mauricio on the cliff.
Don't jump. Don't jump.
Hey, good evening. For me, at least, I like the project a lot. I love the tokenomics, but I've a slight concern about going to an exchange. As far as I know, exchanges don't hold wallets for trading, and I wonder how this will impact the dividends.
So yeah, so every exchange, we've had a bunch of exchanges reach out to us. So I think most of them are Korean exchanges. We immediately, the first thing we ask them, will you allow us to integrate custom tokenomics into your exchange? And if they say no, then we ghost them for now. Not ghost them, we say no for now. But basically, the reason is we want to make sure that the BNB dividend is constantly held up for our investors, because that's our value proposition. Once that goes away, if we get on a centralized exchange that doesn't support our tokenomics, that will not be good. But there's one thing that can allow us to operate on centralized exchanges without tokenomic that would still help the holders of our coin as it stands. So, for example, if we get on an exchange like finance is a huge long shot, but if we get on an exchange something like that without tokenomics, right? So people that are trading on the exchange are only speculating on price action. Then basically what that would do is if the price appreciates due to new money coming in from the centralized exchange, then the people on basically trading on PancakeSwap would buy in order to arbitrage that price and sell on that exchange. And so that would help with the BNB redistribution. When the price appreciates on the exchange, the buy pressure goes up on chain as well. So it's not all bad to have the centralized exchange. It would actually appreciate our price, our market cap, and also contribute to the BNB dividends at some point. But most of the time, centralized exchanges, if they're small, it doesn't make sense to do it without tokenomics. But if we get large enough, and we're almost already there, I think we could probably convince an exchange to integrate our custom tokenomics and have it so that the transactions are reflected with our and if we manage to do that on a centralized exchange, it's only a positive for us.
Awesome. Thank you for your answer.
Yeah, no worries.
We have Robert. Robert, sir. Robert. Are you there, Robert? No? Okay, Fred. Any you guys thought? No? Okay, let's go to the or console. Sorry. Console.
Hello? Am I on? Hello?
I don't think anybody talk.
Hello?
Talk.
Don't be shy, guys. Where's your question? Yeah, we can hear you fine, J-Man. Yep, you can.
Unmute. Oh,
No, they had his hand up.
can you hear me?
Am I chatting?
Hello?
Hello, can you guys hear me?
There, here's one guy. Here we go. Yeah.
Hey there, guys. I was just had one question. I was just wondering what was going to happen to the drip after everyone's finished getting paid out, like their recuperation.
Yeah, so the recovery dividend protocol token contract is still owned by our developers. So it's a manual contract in order to pay everybody back. And as soon as the payments are all complete, we'll call self-destruct on it and basically shut it down.
Is there like plans to redirect that into like a marketing fund, or will it just like?
So it's actually so currently liquidity tax is between buys and sells is about 6%, and 0.1% of that 6%. So the effective liquidity tax is 5.9%. 0.1% goes to the recovery fund, and yeah, it's building quick because of our volume. But that will just be redirected back to liquidity, so it'll become a full 6% again.
Cool, right on. That was my only question. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Hello, can you hear me? I got a question.
I have a question. Yeah. So, I asked them as a group yesterday, and I tried myself to add some liquidity to PancakeSwap pool, but my token disappeared from the dashboard, so we cannot hear on both sides, right?
I'm sorry, did you make LP tokens out of your Tiki?
Yes, exactly. I wanted to try to earn from the pool, from pancake pool,
Okay.
and to see if I'm still eligible for the reward. But it's look like it's not working this way.
Yeah. So the we don't track LP tokens on the dashboard currently or Tiki, and one of the reasons is whenever you make a transfer, you get taxed. I think 18%. So I'm not sure it's a good idea to try and make LP tokens. But yeah, we don't track LP tokens. We only track Tiki on the dashboard.
Hello, can you hear
Okay,
me?
great. I tried a small amount, not from tax.
Sorry about that.
Do you plan to implement this?
So our LP is very, very bolstered because of our tax already. We have a really good liquidity to market cap ratio at the moment. I think it's around 15 or 20%. If in the future the liquidity starts to drop, if the price appreciates way too fast and there's way too much interest and the market cap goes way too high, then we may implement liquidity pool incentives. But we don't have plans for that at the moment, just because our liquidity is pretty high already. But yeah, that is something we can obviously do in the future if it's necessary.
Okay, great. Thank you, Paul.
Hey guys, real quick. I think that was Jesus that was saying something. There is a 682 BNB buy.
Yeah, it was me, Rich. Yeah, 200K, $201,000.
Wait, it was the same guy. Holy shit!
It's the same guy.
I don't know. I think he's liquidating all of his other coins to buy this. That's awesome.
You guys are incredible, man. I told you guys are awesome. If you maybe reinvest in a coin that started again, dude, that means you're something incredible, man.
Told me about this when it came out, and you didn't listen to it.
Yeah, man. I
No, I came in a little bit after lunch.
I consolidated out and in again.
But I got it after. Oh man, that just me kept speaking. I'm like, oh my god.
I got a question. Digital. Let's hear Digital's question. Digital has a question.
Okay, what's up, Digital?
Are these rewards like forever, or does it stop after a certain amount of time?
The rewards are entirely dependent on volume. So as long as volume is decent, you will get decent rewards. The estimator on the website is based on a $10 million daily trading volume, which has been roughly our average for the last since we've launched. But you can see that go down or up based on interest in the coin. We expect it to go up because obviously we're gonna try and grow this coin as rapidly and as fast as possible. And also longer term, we're gonna try to. We also have the funding to grow this coin. Okay, from the marketing wallet, we definitely have the funds to do so. So it's always going to be dependent on volume, daily trading volume. And I'm not sure if it shows up, but you can look at it on Finance. Yeah.
I thought you guys were saying that it paid back your initial investment, and then that was it.
No, so it doesn't pay back your initial investment and then stop. No, like as long as you hold the coin, you're continuing to earn rewards based on the volume transacted per day. That includes buys and sells. So especially when people sell, you get more rewards. So now the other thing is the the returns that you see on the BNB returns in terms of like the amount of BNB that you get per amount of Tiki that you have, that doesn't include the appreciation of the Tiki asset itself. So that is another bonus on top of what you're earning, like how much your Tiki is appreciated.
So if the token was worth, let's say, 16 cents, my rewards would be equivalently more valuable?
Well, if you assume that as market cap grows, so if you assume that as market cap grows, the volume on the trading on the coin also grows, then you would assume that yes, your rewards would go up as the market cap goes up. If it goes to 16 cents, that's $160 million of market cap, and you would assume that the volume would go up because more people would be interested. There would be more holders buying and selling, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you assume that volume goes up, then you get more rewards as market cap goes up as well. So you get appreciation of your Tiki token value. So you get profit off of that. And then you also get the BNB dividend that is increasing over time as well.
Right. Okay. So the BNB dividend increases with the value of the token. That's what I was kind of.
Yes, and also on the dashboard, currently we have a static calculation based on a $10 million volume. That's because the volume metrics on CoinGecko at the moment are not accurate. We need to make sure when we're listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, whichever one has the more accurate 24-hour volume metrics, I'll make it dynamic so that basically you can look at the dashboard and see how much you've earned in the last 24 hours. And how much you earn projected based on the average daily volume, maybe over a rolling 7-day period over the next.
Yeah, somebody said they were seeing that already for the year, but I never seen that on mine yet.
Oh, there is actually.
Somebody mentioned that they see how much it'll pay by the end of the year.
The cache. Yeah, you have to clear the cache. Control Shift R if you're in Windows, Command Shift R if you're in Mac, to see the new version of the site. This was updated yesterday. But yeah, so the current projection out into the future is based on a static $10 million of volume, but it'll become dynamic once the volume data is accurately tracked on the CoinGecko exchange, listing and the CoinMarketCap listing.
When I did that, it just says Tiki Earnings Manager, total BNB payout coming soon. It's all white now.
Yeah, try to open an incognito tab if you can. Are you on a computer?
Yeah.
Open an incognito tab and go to tikitoken.app.
What's an incognito tab? What do you mean?
So like, are you on Chrome?
Well, just Safari.
Safari, okay. So you can open an incognito tab on Safari. I'm not sure how. I don't use Mac, but I think it's in the context menu on the top right. Just open incognito tab and go to tikitoken.app. And you should see the new site without your cache.
Hi, can I ask you a question in the meantime?
Go ahead.
So first, congratulations for the token, very epic comeback. As far as there's no deflationary mechanism, right? The supply is fixed. There is no burn mechanism, right?
So there is at the moment, just because we don't want to make it too expensive to become a holder. But down the line, if we change the 10K number and reduce it to 5K or 1K or something like that, right? Which is the minimum amount you need to receive dividends. Currently it's 10K. If we modify that to be lower, then we may actually implement a burn and we may actually become deflationary. That is to be seen, but that might be a viable thing to do. And if we become deflationary, obviously everybody's value will increase over time.
Thank you for the answer.
Yeah, no worries.
I got a question.
Yeah, I don't see incognito tab. Maybe it's called something else on here.
Maybe private browsing or something. I think Safari is called private browsing.
Oh, maybe that's it. That's all
Yep.
right.
Hey, this is Mark. Can I ask a question?
Yes, I got a
For the next
question.
I just want to say that since there are 400 people over here, there are several scams going on. So if you want to buy in, please buy in.
Go ahead, Mark.
Right.
Hey
So
guys,
please have the correct for you buy in.
Yeah, please always get our social links from the official website, tikitoken.finance, our Telegram links. Everything's been posted in the chat.
Oh yeah, and by the way, there are like 20, 30 scams trying to impersonate us. There's like a website with like they changed the I into an L, so it looks almost the same. On tikitoken.finance, like just make sure that you're on tikitoken.finance app and that our Telegram is correct. There's another Telegram group where I think they got like 20K bots to join or something. I mean, this is all indicators of success. Like people don't make scam coins for coins that are like not successful, but because we're so successful, people are trying to scam and make different coins, different groups and stuff like that to scam other people. Please be careful. A lot of people have been scammed already. Just please be careful. Make sure you only follow our official links and our official Telegram. And yeah, be safe.
Hey guys, yeah, this is Mark. I just had a comment and a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, first I just want to say that you guys are amazing. I was in the first token, and once you guys mentioned the exploit, I thought I got scammed. But and I honestly didn't even want to look at Telegram anymore. But you know, after a little bit, I went and checked, and I saw the amazing responses that you guys were giving. You know, the support to the community, absolutely, you know, incredible. I'm amazed myself right now. But my question is, you mentioned long-term plans. Can you elaborate on any of those?
Sorry, you cut off right at the end. What was your question?
Oh, sorry. I was saying that you mentioned you had some long-term plans. Like, I'm thinking, like, once we get past $1 billion market cap, can you elaborate on some of those long-term plans that you have?
Yeah. So the thing is, by then the marketing wallet will have so much funding that we have basically the sky's the limit in terms of when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to technological advancement. So currently our dev team consists of one main very smart Solidity developer and 2 front-end developers. What we could do with that funding, we could hire additional developers, we could hire additional strategists, we could figure out ways to make this into the best coin that exists on the market, period. And I think it almost already is, or pretty much already is. But like we can upgrade the technology since we did retain ownership, but we obviously the security we turned off a lot of features for owners that would impact security. We just made it upgradable, so we can actually develop on top of the platform, the Tiki platform, build, improve everything that we have. So once we reach $1 billion market cap, for example, that means we have a ton more funding to basically progress the coin. And honestly, the technology can just improve from here. The only thing that could stop us if Binance somehow tanks. But Binance is just growing over time. If you look at the user growth on Binance, it's crazy. So I mean, I don't think anything would stop us. But yeah, with respect to actual concrete plans past $1 billion, we don't have anything in terms of other than just make the best coin ever and develop continuously. From the second I wake up to the second I sleep, I'm improving the dashboard. I'm discussing strategy with the team. We're discussing different incentive structures we can implement to reduce sell pressure, increase buy pressure. That's what we do every single day. So we're not actually projecting out into the future. We're taking it day by day and making sure that we grow as fast as possible. And our marketing is on point, and everything is emulating the best coins that exist and trying to take all the best technology from whatever exists in the space and integrate it into ours and just grow as fast as we can. Yeah, current.
That's actually a perfect answer. Thank you so much.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, can you just confirm the last 4 digits of the contract address, just to make sure I got the right one, please?
Yeah, FF0 is the last 3. I'm not sure what the 4th one is. Make sure you have FF0.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah, that should be it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I got a question about marketing.
When do you expect the tracking to work in the dashboard?
Yeah, so the tracking, I was going to implement recovery today so that the people who are due BNB can see how much progress there is towards their BNB reimbursement. And then right after that, tracking was on the to-do list. So I'll do that right after the recovery tab is implemented.
Cool. The rewards are high right now.
Yeah, I know. Volume is very high right now. So also rewards will be basically during high volume periods, you get a ton of rewards. Lower volume periods, you get less rewards. But overall, on average, you just get a boatload of rewards every day, as long as we keep growing and we're as hard as we can to make sure we keep growing.
As long as you maintain volume, which is awesome, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
What you guys have. Get incredible.
Yeah.
How about marketing and Solidity?
Yeah, there's one more quick question. Just update on the coin market cap listing.
Yeah, so CoinMarket was applied for. They have a huge backlog, but we have a couple people that's in fast track. I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not in marketing. I think Y2 could probably give more information on that.
Yeah, you have to pay. I think either 50 or 100 grand to be top of the list.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's
wow.
I mean, that money could be spent. You know, you won't see that back in your coin market cap. You'll see you will spend wisely on something else. You'll see a tenfold investment.
Exactly.
You spend that something else, but yeah, they have like I think a 6-day to 2-week backlog or something like that. It's incredible, yeah.
There's a lot of coins being launched these days, but yeah, yesterday I was discussing with Wario and the other members of the marketing team. We do have funds now, but they're like, okay, they made sure we all of us who reinforce, look, we don't want to waste funds on things that are not the ROI needs to be, the marginal ROI per dollar needs to be substantial, despite how many funds we have. It doesn't matter if you have $1 million, it doesn't matter if you have $10 million, we got to spend every single dollar as effectively as we can in order to get as big as we possibly can. Doesn't matter how much we have, doesn't mean we can waste it. So we reinforced that with the whole team yesterday, and we need to make sure that we're as efficient as we can with our funding.
Yeah, and
sounds like
another thing to note here, we get paid 2 different ways. So as our price rises, we're gonna make a lot of money from our investment, and then as volume. So let me just give you an example. If we're on 50 million market cap, our well decides to unload, he's gonna pay so much tax. On top of that, he's gonna pay for your gas fees, the way it's engineered. So say it drops to 40 million market cap, and then a lot of panic selling goes on, and then it goes back to 50. The price is still at 50. You should have your same investment, right? But no, because of that volume, you've actually made a ton of money. So it's a revolution. Like, you're being paid in 2 different ways. So when people are selling, you're actually happy because you're getting paid. And then when people are buying, you're also happy you're getting paid and your investment's going up. So it's amazing.
Yeah, it's it.
Yeah, you guys made a game changer, that's for sure.
Well, it's because I not to name other coins, but there's some other coins that you have to, hold and daily, have to touch a website to go. The formula for that is broken.
And you got to race too. You got to race against the bots.
Yeah, well, that as well. But the formula of that was broken. So you have something here where it pays you out instead of a daily basis, an hourly basis. So regardless of what the volume is, you're still getting paid out. On the other formula, if you guys pay attention to that, this is something that I didn't understand what Tiki was doing at first, and what I did, I shamefully did, is that I wrote a pop and then I left the moon back there, took my profit initial out. Well, not knowing what I know now, which which was a few days ago was yesterday before when you guys came in, Paul came in and he explained exactly what they did and how they rectified those situations like that, which that it made me, I did lose out on quite a bit. If I would have known that stuff at the beginning, it would have been over. But the formula that you guys came up with, actually it's pretty ingenious because the pool gets diluted the other way. So you'll have folks that claim, some that don't, some that do, but it's a horrible, that moon rat formula, right? Because that's where all this kind of started, right? It was moon rat. If you guys remember that coin from a while back, that ended up completely crashing and burning. But the way this formula is written, it's pretty ingenious, man. I recommend you guys for that.
Yeah, we have our Solidity developer to thank for that. Yeah, he's a pretty experienced developer. Thankfully, he was able to create this whole thing from scratch, and yeah, I mean, we have to thank for that, thankfully.
We may have a few more people here. Let me bring this up. Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you, J-Man. Thank you for letting me speak. I just have a quick question, and then a comment. So first, I just want to ask the question, and no FUD intended at all. Just for future investors when the price gets high. I know it's something that's been talked about multiple times, but is there any, and as you say, you're going to progress the coin with the market cap, and that's awesome. It's awesome to hear. Is there any idea for people who come in who want, who just don't have the money, to eventually pay for the 10,000 when it gets high?
Yeah, so again, we received this a lot from our community as well. The value is actually modifiable with an upgrade to our dividend tracking contract. We will take action once it becomes too high. Once there is enough, there are enough people that can't buy in, and they're not able to participate. We're gonna lower it because like we can't have it so that people are just excluded from the project. So we're gonna adjust that. It requires an upgrade of the protocol, so it will require an audit. And in addition to that, once we do that, we can also implement new features in the tack them on to the upgrade. We'll have the whole upgrade audited. We'll display the new code to the community before we inject it. But yes, we will probably have to do that. We didn't expect to grow so fast. So yeah, that's definitely probably in the pipeline based on community feedback. Like we've gotten a lot of this 10K, lower the 10K, and yeah, we'll most likely do that.
That is so awesome, and that ties into my comment that I argue that you guys are a utility because your goal is to, as you said, invent the best coin. And this is a banking utility, I would argue, because I don't like my money sitting in banks. It doesn't do shit. And I always take that, pardon my French, and I always like take it out and invest it because I can't stand it just sitting there. And then the bank says, here's your 4 cents. So I've made 600 since Friday when I invested in you guys. I have 300,000 tokens, and that's incredible that I've made 2 BNB, $160. Okay, like, I'm happy to share that. That's the most amazing thing, and my money tripled. Like, I mean, God, like, yeah, you guys are an amazing product, and I really appreciate you just from the crypto community.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, the key here is just growth, and I feel like the product sells itself, but we also are going to sell it as hard as we can with marketing. And yeah, with those two things, if we do it correctly, this moon is not even the limit here, honestly. But yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Yes, and thank you again. Thank you for letting me speak.
Go ahead, Keith, man. I think I just unmuted you, dude. Hey, Keith, you had a question?
My question got answered.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Stoked for this Bible, anyway.
There we go, Dex. Go ahead, man. In fact, you literally just put your hand up. Can you talk? Hello? 3, 2, 1. All right. There you go, Kai, man. Kai, so if you hit the blue and then it's no longer blue, that means you can talk.
Sorry.
I don't know how Telegram works. There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
I switched my tokens, my Tiki tokens, from Trust Wallet to MetaMask. My question is, I lost already 20K tokens. Is this normal?
Yeah, so there's transfers are basically considered a sell. So we have a 50% extra slippage. So in total, 5 for the liquidity pool on the tax and 13 for the rewards for everyone that's holding.
Oh,
so unfortunately, a transfer is considered like a sell basically.
It's a huge amount.
Yeah. So here's something for you, Y2K. Can you I don't know if you can park it somewhere. If we do a wallet to wallet, like internal wallet to internal wallet transfer, instead of going to PancakeSwap or something like that, is there some way you can do it on the website? I know some other coins.
Yes, there is a way we can implement wallet transfers through a whitelisted proxy contract. Yes, we were thinking about doing this so that people can safely transfer to like an offline wallet or like Ledger or something like that if they just want to keep it long term for their BNB dividends and don't want to touch it. So yeah, we were thinking about implementing that, and that is in the pipeline as well.
Okay, so maybe the V2, right? Because you guys got a V2 coming up, right?
Yeah, so probably in the V2, like when the dividend contract is upgraded with the new functionality, we will most likely try to implement that. Yeah. Just because I've had this question from I think 3 different people, they want to transfer to a different wallet and they can't without the tax. So we're gonna have to figure out how to make that happen.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
I know we got 1 million people here. Oh my God, here we go.
I just got a message in the mod team. People are saying Tiki V2, something like that. There was a bounce finance pre-sale for V2 that was fake yesterday. It got like 60 BNB. You guys, please don't fall for anything that's unofficial. Like, always follow our official Telegram group announcements. None of that is, all that's fake. Please, nobody fall for that stuff.
Yeah.
Do right now.
If all else fails, go to the Telegram or come here. You know, we talk about different investments. We try to protect our community members as much as we can by having official channels, by post certain links, things like that. So please, every one of you, I know a lot of you are for the T community. You're more than welcome here. We talk about all different coins and investments, and how to secure yourself, how to multiply your investments. Find great coins like this one too as well. So please, keep your money. So remember, if you have money, someone always wants it. There's always a scammer out there that wants your money, dude. So you guys gotta be very protective. Me in particular, I'm very stingy. I protect as much as I can. I have a low rug rate, but eventually, some of us do get rug, whatever it is. But yeah, because I'm pretty stingy on my investments. A lot of community members here know me as I'm very tight with my money. So
I have a question.
Yes,
I have a question. The question is there a way in the future that you can opt to have your dividends automatically reinvested to avoid taxes?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're working on right now. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I had the idea, I pitched it to our Solidity developer, where there would be a switch that you can flip that will allow you to get your rewards in BNB or reinvest your rewards completely, get it in Tiki, or get maybe half in BNB, half in Tiki. That's all possible with an upgrade of the dividend contract, but we need to, obviously, that's going to be a big upgrade, and we need to make sure that's audited and everything. But yeah, that's definitely possible to do, and it's in the pipeline as well. So down the road, most likely, we'll implement something.
That would definitely make it more of the world's greatest token, even though it already is the world's greatest token.
It would increase pressure a lot. Yep.
Bob,
all right, awesome work, guys.
Yeah, perfect. Bob from America. You're not doing that. Bob Babalina.
What up, buddy?
There you go, man. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
All right.
Just hopping in. I'm in here for the Vivo AMA, which I think starts soonish.
Yeah, this is for.
Yeah, I should also. I should go and start working on the new features for the Dash today, just because I wanted to get the recovery thing done and the tracking done today. So I really appreciate all your time. I'm gonna go start developing. You guys can start with the new thing that you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. So you and I had a private chat the other day, which I guys for. That was awesome. When do you expect the Maui repayments plan to start?
So it's already begun. The accumulation has already begun, and that's exactly what I was just about to leave to work on right now. So the recovery token, it's called recovery protocol token. That's already been distributed, and the amount that you have is proportional to the recovery protocol supply, is the amount that you lost in Maui, proportional to the loss holders. And basically, the BNB will be split amongst all recovery protocol holders, and the dashboard will be the interface by which you can see how much you're due and you can claim. So I was just about to go work on that right now, just to have it done by today, so that people can finally see how much they're due. And then after that, yeah.
And then we can claim in like a week time, or?
Yeah, it depends on volume. I'm not sure what the math works out to, but hopefully like within a week or maybe 2 weeks max.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Paul, thank you very much. I know you're busy, buddy.
Thank you, Jim.
But yeah, I'm gonna unmute the chat, and then we'll probably mute it again. But all you guys here as well that are here from the Tiki chat, definitely welcome in the community. You're welcome to stick around. We have rotating members here now that are very experienced. We never know who in the world comes over to this channel. Talk.
Yeah, this SSB is the best one, man. I'll be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had some pretty famous guys just come in here and just kind of chat with us one night. We've had some Ethereum, original miners, the guys.
If you're going with SSB, make sure you're coming to the right one, which is this one right here.
Yeah, we decided in our chat the other day, just randomly. I subsided here as well. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Really appreciate it. I wish you guys all the best for the next AMA and everything. All right.
Guys. I think you guys fantastic, man. Always stop by again sometime, man.
We'll do, of course. Take care, man.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you guys as well. Nice speaking to you. Thanks for having us on board as well. Yeah.
Thank you, White Simon. Thanks for all your hard work, man. Like I said, I
problem, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Peace to everyone with us.
I can leave. No,
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Dude, I'm staring at the 663 BNB cap you guys got going on, bro. What's going on, man? We need to ramp this up. I need to hurry up.
More. Yeah, it's at
All right,
it's
pump
at
time.
663 gas right now. You guys are exactly correct, and that's because it wasn't botted out.
I know that. That's all imagine that. That's 600 BNB and it's organic, bro. Jesus help me, bro.
That's all organic growth, and that's a testament. Hey, as you just said it with the excitement in your voice, that's 663 BNB organic growth, guys. No paid promotions, no KuCoin ads, nothing came out of this but straight from the community. This is a true community growth token. That is the definition of community. It's not this bullshit, let's not, I don't know who the team members are. I don't know anybody of this team. You guys know each and every one of the members of that team. Every one of you here does.
Nico and Viking Lord are fucking legends.
So let me ask you this, just in case, if you meet over the soft cap and not the full hard cap, we can still launch.
Over the soft cap, of course, we get over 1,000 BNB, we're launching.
That's what I wanted to hear, bro. I need my money.
We put too much fucking time, sweat, and tears into this. You guys haven't seen me in Satoshi in the last week almost because of all the work that Nico has been putting into this.
Yeah, you've been working, dude.
Get it, son.
Well, they did it. Let me go ahead and leave. So now we talk on our side. What the hell? Look at that. He's going to fix this thing too. So 22 minutes ago. So there's a lot of payout right there. Look at that. Well, we see, and we just flow with it, right? Well, what do you think? Was it awesome?
It was really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I hope my community like it because I'm doing my best to put it out there and show them what we are. Thank Father Unimetric and Bottom of the Universe for opening the pathway,
Yes.
And Holder for me, it's gone because I was watching like, what the fuck, like, let's compare. Tiki every hour, no, I'm going Tiki. Like, he's like asking me, you want a Porsche or you want a flying saucer? I'm thinking for flying saucer, right? Oh man, that was good. That was good. I'm glad. I try to communicate, but I'm having a hard time using it, It's like it's weird.
It's like, what do you call it? You have to be approved to speak.
Yes. So now you can make B&B and you can fund what you need to fund, do what you need to do. I don't know what's going on. I checked SST. Their price was going up. I mean, I saw some kind of event is happening. Was that you doing it?
Oh yeah, I had to I had to sell the liquidity just so I can buy some Tiki token. And I'll put it back in.
Good. Good. Liquidate it all. The hell with this,
Yeah.
right?
I had to liquidate everything.
Yeah.
From the,
Did
all
you
my
liquidate
600
it?
like all my 600 million safe moon, I had to liquidate BNB into a Tiki token.
Yes.
Now I'm getting like
Yes.
0.5 BNB a day.
Yeah. Now you have what do you say?
0.5 BNB a day.
0.5 BNB a day. So how much did you got?
We got 133,000.
133,000. Good. Good. See? We did good. See that you did good, Gabriel. You know, I'm one of the whale. Like, what the heck? You see that people was like buying like, oh shit, like almost $200,000 of the coin.
Mhm.
They liquidated. The same move will liquidated this stuff, you know, and came it back by Tiki, and the price went up like crazy. It's 35.
Yep. During the AMA, it reached almost 4 cents again.
Oh wow! See, you saw that I posted thing on their channel too. So it was recorded on our channel. Ain't that beautiful? I don't know if you got some people here too. Is someone watching it? I don't know. Let's check. They have copy made. What's that? They already have tick what? I don't have much people watching me for some reason, but it's okay. You send me something. Okay, let me see. What? What's going on?
It was just that already people are already forking the Tiki token, but they're not going to be as good as the original.
Okay, Svena is the first fork of dollar Tiki, the biggest BNB reflection token, the second to feature auto declaration. Simply hold Swenic token in your wallet and you'll be earning BNB contract. Scam?
Yeah, I think so. Because I checked their website, the Spinks Finance, it's only active till September, so it's not a good investment for that one.
Scam. Now we stick to original because the team here interact, you know.
Yeah,
I got no more money, I got no more nothing. I reached the limit cap, you know.
Yeah. Plus, it's also it's very difficult to fork this specific token because it involves multiple contracts interacting with each other. It's not just a single one.
Yeah. There was a lot of contract interacting with each other. It's like contracts that interact with other contract to form a contract network, their own high mind contract consciousness or something. So like basically like an AI, like different protocol coming together to accommodate each other. That's cool. Yeah. So yeah, we gotta keep an eye on it. And well, I'm glad they did an ANA. Let me see what the thing is. Oh, we got more people joining in, you know, like that. Let me go ahead and just make sure we give it to them. The MA with Satoshi street bet. Slow mode is on. Okay. Okay, so that's it. It's on. And I'm glad, what's his name? Kimmy Kimmy got some?
He was supposed to text me back here.
What, did he got some? No, yes. No.
I told him what to do here and whatnot, and he said that he would text me after he gets his Binance to Trust Wallet, because it takes a couple hours.
Too late now. It's gone.
Yeah, but he still has a chance here. It kind of dipped a little bit to a good amount where he can get some good tiki.
Oh yeah, dip a little bit. Someone sold in it. Yeah, what's 35 now? 33. That's the volume. Oh, we went up to 6. So someone to play.
Especially if someone just invested over 250,000.
And that's why I'm getting my B&B reflection, like that. Okay, let me go ahead and kill the channel. No, not here. You guys good. Let me see. How to do this. Okay, thank you everyone watching from YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the AMA from with Tiki and their development team. That was awesome. Thank you. So see you next time. Next time we do Super Soldier training. But right now we're just taking a break, right? Just
trying to get that money.
Yeah, we're getting our money and we start the training back on Friday. Thank you very much. See you then.